Hello, 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 and welcome to yet another Try Mine YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite builds so far, the "Oh my lord, the game is lagging" build. So let's get right into it. Let's check out those tension cards, shall we? So, the tension cards we will be running for this build are Maximization, Detonator, Blades Dance, Diligent Perusal, and Battle Tactics. This combination is combusted. It is disgusting. It is delightful. It is amazing. I freaking love it. Makes the game lag though. So, essentially you run Maximization so you get Control. With Control you'll get an additional attack with Detonator. And then you get Blades Dance, which gives you additional attacks every time you do your secondary, which is pretty nice. With Yo. And then Diligent Perusal will give you increase the action damage of additional attacks, so it works with Blades Dance and Detonator pretty well. And on top of that, the additional attacks from Semba in the team composition that we'll be going over soon also work with Diligent Perusal, which is boosted further by the curse granted by Battle Tactics, which applies when you use a strategy skill. So it's a pretty synergistic build, pretty fun, pretty goated. Let's see how it works. So for the team composition, we have Yo here. I'll go over the stats real quickly. Let's go back over here. Go back it up. You know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to go to character. Let's wait a second here. Alright, so Yo here has mostly his points in passive expansion 1, which make him do more damage with his burst drive. His primary attack multiplier and strategy skill multiplier will be increased. And then we have some fighting instincts to make him a little bit stronger. If I didn't have all the points in the world because my Yo is Transcendence 5, I would put 2 points in fighting instincts and 5 into passive skill expansion 1. Now, aside from that, for his Compatimons, we have mostly crit rate, crit damage, and that's it. We do not have attack, but attack would be ideal in the 3rd slot in each Compatimon slot. Now, moving on to his Transcendencies. Yo, we have him at Transcendence 5. Honestly, the only one that really matters here is probably this one, which increases the chain skill damage multiplier by 40% for 3 seconds, as long as he's the operating character when he inflicts break. So that is all. That is all for Yo. That is the reason we're piloting him instead of Semba. Now moving on to Tsuki and her potentials. So we have her on passive expansion 1 fully upgraded because that potential makes it so instead of having 1 bar of tension, we get 2. We need 2 tension in order to activate a lot of our cards. So it's very important to have her on the team in order to fulfill that role. Now, we also have her mostly on support. As you can see, there's critical rate plus attack 4 plus, but it's mostly a support build with the Trickster set effect, which gives us a little bit more support. But it's not much support, so we're, in the chain, we're usually using her first to give the crit damage multiplier the 10%. And yeah. Moving on to Semba. Semba is mostly built for DPS, but she's also a support hybrid. So we see here that we have a lot of support 4. That's what we went for. And the rest of the stats are complementary, like attack plus, critical rate plus, and attack plus. And for potentials, we have her mostly on passive expansion 2, which gives her tons of damage. And coordination, survival instinct 1, and fighting instinct 1. So coordination, so she gets more support points to be a little bit more useful when doing the chain skills. So as you can see, she has 146 support points. It's not bad. It's not great. It's pretty much middle of the run-of-the-mill support build. Now we have her on Transcendency 5, which means we get this. The Unending Twilight is deployed, increase own attack points for 10 seconds based on 20% of support points. So that helps a lot with our DPS. It is not absolutely needed, it's just an extra. You could even run her as a healer if you wanted to. If you wanted to, you could run her as a healer and just go into passive skill expansion 1, but I choose to go into 2 because I want more damage. Alright, now let's get right into an example of a fight. So we're gonna fight the Brave Diver here because it's the optimal fight for this build. Let's get right into it. So maximization, detonator, blade stance, diligent perusal, battle tactics, Yo, Semba, and Iroha. Let's do this. So as you can see, we're just spamming our primary and our secondary. We're not doing auto attacks too much in between. We're doing our best here. Our Yo is spec'd for a little bit of healing so we can have a little bit of survivability in the build. Now we're using our chain attack. We're using Yo last after Semba because Semba has the most support points. Now we're going to lag the game. It is great. It is glorious. Look at all this lag. As soon as we get down to the bar in our tier here in the support point, let's just counter this. Dodge ahead. So we're going to get down a little bit more and we're going to use our ultimate right away. That was the optimal damage we can do here, and that's alright. Now let's continue attacking. Oh, we got wrecked a little bit there, but that's okay. That's quite fine. We got pushed around a little bit. We're gonna get our revenge. It's okay. So again, we're gonna deal tons of damage. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna lag a little bit, but it's alright. So that's it for the build. That's it for the video. That wasn't a proper, fully optimized run, of course, because we did get hit quite a bit. But it was a good run nonetheless. Pretty fun build. Not like a speed running build, but a very, very fun build. I think if we were to upgrade the cards a little bit, we could push the build further and make the runs faster, which would be very fun, very exhilarating. So thanks a lot for dropping by, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope that you've learned a little bit about this build, and I hope that it may inspire you to make your own builds, or maybe copy this one and have a great laugh. Honestly, I thank you very much for dropping by. My name is Said Flame. Have a great day, evening, night. Peace!